Twilight.
Okay.
What just happened?
Nothing. We lost one platform.
What platform did we
Hello,
lose?
everyone. Good evening. This is your host, J.R. Michael, with another episode of J.R. and the Beat Guy with the voice in the back of the room.
Yeah.
All right, tonight, guys, we got a surprise for you. We got some random question, random 8. Get ready. Hope you got your cappuccino or whatever you're drinking with over there. Lattes, whiskey, rum, you name it. Like last week. So I'll
Like
give it to
last
the rest
week?
of the guys.
Like last week.
And get ready.
Just like last week.
Yeah. Just like last week.
Just like last week. Just like last week, we are stationary.
Oh, yeah. We're back to one steady location. Oh, yeah. That's really loud. That's really, really loud. That was really
The
loud.
crowd loves us. What can we say?
Yo, I don't like the crowd that loud. Turn it down.
Oh, Vincent, stop whining.
Oh, the crowd, come on. Yo, guys, he wants me to turn it down. I'm sorry. I know all you guys back there.
Woo!
It's
Yeah! Hey!
Shut up.
oh, shit.
I don't know
So,
why.
how was your week, everyone?
It was good. How was yours?
I can't complain. You know,
I love the
jumping through
animated
buildings.
voice.
Huh?
Nothing.
Jumping through buildings,
Wait,
dealing
what?
with criminals
What?
in a single bound.
What buildings are you jumping through?
Well, you know, when you have kids, you got to jump through buildings, put out the fires, deal with the teachers, you name it. I mean, come
JR
on,
does all
making
of his own
lunches,
stunts.
you know?
He does
Ham
all
and
his own
cheese.
stunts. I know it.
He does all of his own stunts.
All of his own stunts. If
Does
you're
all
out
of
there
his own
wondering,
stunt work.
yeah.
And I got my poison.
He also does
of the
all his
night.
own sex scenes.
Hey.
Yeah.
As do I.
Oh, perfect. Sorry, guys. I know you want to scream, but, you know, the beat guy's like, no, not tonight.
Yeah, not tonight.
Yeah, the beat guys just, I don't even know. I'm getting
Well,
tagged in every
excited.
single
I'm good.
thing.
Got my little cookie smokes in there, and got my drink, and ready to rock and roll. I mean, the week was great.
I got my
Captain
Sprite.
Crunch.
I got my Sprite and tonic. I mean,
Oh, nice.
gin's
There's
good.
no tonic in it.
Yeah.
There's no tonic.
I don't know why I'd say Sprite and tonic. There's no
Well, that's
tonic.
cool. You know, the new James Bond.
Yeah, there's definitely no tonic in it.
No, oh, you got me going there. I thought it was tonic.
And his drink was definitely stirred, not shaken.
Yeah, mine was stirred too, not shaken.
Oh, stir, not shaken. Ah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, let's get into this.
Exactly.
Here's
Hello,
my drink.
everyone. How
Say it's
everybody's
dirty
doing
water.
tonight? Hi, Danielle. Hi, Trippy. I know you guys are feeling good.
Hey, what up?
I didn't get to check out your OnlyFans, Trippy. Maybe next time.
Oh, trust me, I
That's
subscribed this week, Trippy. That
Yeah,
cake lowering video? Oh,
Trippy, if I told you
spectacular.
I mailed you gummies, would you send more shirtless pics?
Oh, wow.
We'll send you the good gummies. And if someone's
MK.
texting you, JR, tell them that they could comment instead of texting. I stand
What?
by that.
What?
If someone's texting you, they could comment instead of texting you.
Yeah, but never mind. Well, how was your week?
My week was good. It was really good. I watched a movie, watched another movie.
Okay.
I lounged.
Okay.
I went for a walk down to Monon. Do you guys know what the Monon is? No, you don't.
No.
It's like this really long trail that goes through like the heart of Indiana. And I took like an hour and a half walk on it. It was nice. Yeah, it was very nice. Yeah.
Awesome.
Relaxing, kind of like pseudo on the move. We dropped an episode last week, and I I seen some future episodes this week, and we got something cooking for you guys.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a dish being made.
Oh, I wonder what dish.
Yeah. We got some good stuff cooking, and Jimmy and Sally have a whole story that's being told right now.
Yeah.
Chippy sent a picture of his, I guess, I don't know if I'd say peck, teat, boob.
Oh, let me show you guys. All right.
No.
Yeah, come on. Don't you want to see it?
He said he'll send a new one every week.
Yeah. The
Really?
weekly.
I'll have to send him a new trolley gummy every week.
Yeah.
Trippy, text me your address. I know the city, but not the address. I'll mail you gummies.
Yeah.
His OnlyFans, he actually doesn't accept monetary payment, only payment in the form of gummies.
Yep.
When I say gummies, I mean the kind you eat, not the kind that people have in
Trippy-
their mouth
Trippy-
when they take their dentures out.
I'm only gonna be able to show this for
Oh
5
my
seconds.
God. I heard
you
that.
You cannot have paraphernalia in your mouth.
I do not think Pseudo heard me.
Okay, Trippy.
Your weekly trippy titty.
Oh, that was a good
Wow,
one. That
Trippy's
was good.
literally throwing out his address to just the world.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, if you guys want to mail him
You
anything,
can probably find that everywhere if you don't know what city and state you lives in. I do. I got you, Trip.
Oh, that's just unbelievable.
Yep. I'm all about quality stuff, so I'm wearing a female Ghostbuster shirt.
That is not the female ghost. I am a female, and even I don't like the female Ghostbusters movie.
That was a fake laugh.
That's because you didn't hear what I said before, and it was actually funny. Anyway, so what's new this week is that Pseudo got bicycles, so I guess he doesn't plan on killing his captor anytime soon. So I'm feeling confident in my ability to be sassy.
Oh,
Wow,
you are crazy.
Trippy.
Everyone, mail Trippy a gift.
Everybody mail
Yeah.
Trippy poop. Everybody mail him poop.
He is gonna get some shit.
I don't know. The USPS will be like, is there anything flammable in this package? And people will be like, no. And I'll be like, technically, that is flammable.
Well, Trippy, I don't think you want the gummies. You don't know what kind of gummies you're gonna be eating.
No, he wants trolleys.
Oh, don't do that. He's probably going to comment 500 things about how he would be excited to try all the gummies that he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You about to start a monster up in here. You better be careful what you ask for.
Mamba, Black Panther,
Take it out.
Cherry
Anyway.
Pop.
Anyway.
Yo, Trippy would be sitting there as soon as they come in. He'd just be sitting there like this.
Anyway, I thought you weren't allowed to show this. For that long.
Yeah, I did it in less
all
than a
your
couple second
gummies.
intervals.
That titty's mine.
I'll try everything once. He said the same thing about this.
You see? He said, I'll try everything once. I told you so. Anyway, we ready for these questions?
Yes, we are.
All right. Question 1, starting with a little levity here. Trippy, kill me. All right, question 1. Have you heard about
Okay.
a woman in the UK who was recently arrested for harassing her boyfriend's ex?
What?
She was recently arrested. A woman in the UK was recently arrested for harassing her boyfriend's ex.
Why was she harassing him?
Whoa.
Or her?
Well, that's the thing. What do you think she did? I want to hear your guesses.
She scratched the side of her car with a key and said her name was Carrie Underwear.
She took
Underwood.
dirty
but okay.
diapers and smeared it all over his car windshield.
They weren't dirty diapers. They were just recycled diapers.
I know. What do you think,
sorry.
Daniel? What do you think, Trippy? What do you think she did to get arrested for harassment?
Oh, yeah. MK, I know you're out there. What did she do?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Comment.
A.
Too
Do you
long
think
to
it
comment.
was?
Okay, so the woman was in the UK, and she pled guilty to the harassment charges. And what she was doing was she was actually sending fart videos to her boyfriend's ex.
What?
She was sending fart videos to her boyfriend's ex.
Get out of here.
Trippy said, "Nah, I think she did more than that. She went to her house and went in."
She admitted to sending at least 8 videos where she passed gas directly into the lens.
Yo, did she poop on someone's pillow? That's a comment.
Yuck.
This was all via telephone.
So she just
She
attacked
did not Amber Heard this, no. But she did send fart videos to her boyfriend's ex. Okay, so this is actually from HuffPost.
Wait. Question, was it her farts or was it his farts?
Her farts. And this article is written by David Moy, or Moye.
Moy,
Yay. And
Tara, we've been doing this too long.
She pleaded guilty to, quote, this person's very funny. I like this. I have to quote the author because he said she pled guilty to, quote, wreaking havoc on her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend by repeatedly sending her cyber farts.
That's great.
Unbelievable.
She was given a restraining order.
That's what you call a gas attack.
Oh, man.
If you look at the
Sounds
videos,
like
she could be seen laughing while placing a camera on her bottom and then passing gas directly into the lens.
Yo, she was...
And the prosecutor said it was, this is a quote, the prosecutor, Diane Williams, said it was purely malicious. She was smirking throughout, found it hilarious, but the victim didn't.
You know she can get a bunch of money on OnlyFans for this.
I know.
Her and Trippy could have a video together called Fart Attack on the Cake.
Oh
Trippy lowers down on her and she just farts.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Apparently,
Fart
the
in a jar.
ex-girlfriend and the boyfriend are having some sort of dispute over like child time, child custody time, things like that. And this woman felt her boyfriend was being treated unfairly. So like, yeah, you are now arrested for harassment, pled guilty, have a restraining order against the ex. Like, does that include her children? Like, how did this help this man? This did not help. You actively worsened his situation.
She got restraining orders, as Dark Flow calls them, restraining farts.
She was also fined $373. 124 of that goes to the ex.
Damn.
What?
Damn. All for farting?
Well, and she has to attend 15 rehab sessions, abstain from drinking for 2 months, and avoid contacting the ex-girlfriend for 2 years.
I was going to ask, how do they know she was drunk? But you know she was drunk if she's sending fart videos to people.
Absolutely.
There's only one way you do that. You have to be drunk.
Her defense attorney said that she was drunk.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's the only reasonable way to do it.
So what did she do? She turned around, filmed her ass, and said,
No, she took the camera and put it up to her butt and farted.
That's what she did?
Yeah.
She placed the camera on her bottom and then fart directly into it. And all I'm thinking is, like, this woman is having you arrested, literally arrested for harassment, saying she wants to feel safe in her own home. Like, she doesn't feel safe. And all I'm thinking is, if I were the ex-girlfriend watching this video, I'd be like, you're going to give yourself pink eye. You're going to give yourself pink eye. Like, it's your phone you're farting in. It's your phone that you are farting in.
I was just about to ask, how does this girl not have pink eye in court? Like,
I would have an issue because if, like, obviously the ex shares children with this man, you know, that she's dating. So I'd be like, well, I just don't want my children around you because you're obviously somewhat deranged sending fart videos. But not just that. I don't want my children around you because I don't want them catching pink eye. You obviously have pink eye. You have pink eye. It's just sitting in wait.
I'd be worried about her letting the kids play with her phone.
Yeah, please keep my children away from the fart monitor. Thank you.
I know that you're just going to give him the phone and sit him in the corner because it's what people do eventually. And you're going to do it, and that kid's going to be playing with some doo-doo. And it's on you.
I do not want conjunctivitis. Thank you.
They put that right next to their mouth.
Ojo rosato para mí.
You know that girl eats butt. She definitely tosses salad. She's definitely tossing some salad.
It does not actually identify whether she tosses salad in this article.
Well, she's definitely vegetarian. She doesn't need the meat. She could just eat all the salad.
Chucky said that is effing great.
No meat in that salad.
Yeah, so she was arrested for farting into her own phone and repeatedly sending them to her boyfriend's baby mama.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
Hey, Danielle, do you want to do this?
Taste the poop.
Taste the poop. Every time you call, you're talking some shit.
Literally talking some shit.
How many more poop jokes can I make tonight?
I mean, imagine if you're in charge of refurbishing that phone when she trades it in.
You know, they have to get in there with a Q-tip and pull things out. It's like, some fecal matter right here.
There's
I gotta
probably
pull it out.
already fecal matter because phones are gross, but the amount of fecal matter
It's terrible.
would be inordinate.
An enormous amount of
That
ordinate.
means there's an ordinate amount of fecal matter in refurbished phones.
I know.
Well,
Yeah.
I like to think she'll, use alcohol wipes after.
No, she only uses dude wipes. Give me a sponsorship, dude
Yeah, I was
wipes.
gonna
We'll
say, come on,
advertise
dude
right here.
We've talked a lot about poop and diapers in this. Come on.
Yeah, come on, dude wipes. You're supposed to be here already. If not you, we're gonna start doing a deal with HelloFresh.
That's what the person. That's what the phone. That's what you say into the phone after it gets cleaned.
Oh,
Hello.
Fresh. You can order 7 meals a day.
What are you in for? I sent a fart to someone. Danielle said, "Taste the poop," because you guys were talking about rainbows.
Uh,
Oh man.
I don't know about those milk duds.
Yo, I wonder if she got E. coli from putting her phone in her pocket with Skittles in there or something.
Ooh.
Obviously, I don't think she was too worried about hygiene.
Well, she was drunk. She probably don't remember.
I have to say, no matter how intoxicated I've been in my life, I've never been like, let me actively fart into my phone.
I'm not gonna lie. No matter how intoxicated I've been in my life, I've always remembered it. But I've looked at other people who said they don't remember it and just thought to myself, that's a good excuse.
Well, Skittles have bugs in it, so kind of works.
Protein.
Protein.
Oh, that's
But
what
you
they-
could say the
You
same-
just made Skittles more appealing to me.
Yeah. Come on, I still drink frappes, and they had beetles in them for a long time.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Beetlejuice. I can't say it anymore.
Ah.
You like frappes?
Yo, I
Dude,
love some
every ti-
frappes.
Every time a new frappe comes out at Starbucks, our boy tries it.
Yo, I love me some frappes.
Like
How you don't have Beatles?
Yo, because everything great had the Beatles.
and if it's a frappe he can't have because of dietary reasons,
Caitlin has to
he
drink
makes
it.
me try the frappe for him.
She has to drink it because I can't.
And
have
I'm a
it.
hot coffee drinker.
Yeah, I have weird dietary restrictions. One day you guys
Gotcha.
will learn about that
Gotcha.
when I feel comfortable enough
You've
with
talked
it.
about it enough. Anyway, you act like that's never been said on this podcast. I'm just calling you out. Anyway, so yes.
Maybe when I'm down a couple gins.
All I'm gonna say is, I might have this woman is inspiring, and I might have found a way to get Pseudo to release me from the confines of my imprisonment.
Oh, you're gonna send me fart videos?
No, I'm gonna fart into your phone.
Oh, okay, that's worse. All right, that'll get it. But sending fart videos to me, I'm just gonna be like, damn, Ain't got to pay OnlyFans for this.
Listen, I would just post them. Like, this woman's straight getting this woman arrested, restraining orders. I'd be like, oh, I'm just going to post this.
Let's make some money off this.
You know, she was probably worried about, like, oh, getting arrested for revenge porn or something. And I'd be like, she's the one sending them to me.
Oh, my God.
What are you doing with the gym? Ah, shit.
But anyway.
You know what I was thinking as you were saying that? And that was just going to sound weird. If she's putting the phone up to her ass and she's farting, and then at the end, she stretch Armstrong and says, do you smell it? Do you smell it? Do you like it?
I wish we had access to see the videos so that we could confirm that suspicion.
I wonder if
Can you smell what was her name? Hold on.
was her pants up or were her pants pulled
What
down?
was her name again?
They were
I think it was Rihanna or something.
Did you see fecal matter splatter into the camera?
Yeah, it was Rhiannon. Do you smell what Rhiannon's been cooking? That was her name, Rhiannon Evans.
Yo,
she's 25, by the way.
Trippy E's comment, one girl, one phone. Let's go.
Oh, my God. You're right. Wired.
I just feel like you're like, oh, I'm dating somebody named Rhiannon. I should have expected. The ex's name is Deborah. I mean,
I do.
you're talking about two very different women.
Yeah. One wouldn't laugh at a fart video and one would make a fart video.
Yes.
Seriously?
Deborah does not find the fart videos that were sent by Rhiannon funny. And I feel like if I took some words out of there, I could do a whole spelling or grammar or something lesson with children.
We could write a children's book
Rhiannon
about.
sent fart videos to Deborah. Deborah did not find the fart videos funny. Deborah contacted the police to have Rhiannon arrested. What do you surmise happened?
Rhiannon had no
Comprehension exercise.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. All right. I didn't comprehend what she was doing. That was my fault.
And all the little girls named Deborah and Rhiannon in class are very upset about this comprehension activity.
Yo. So, Trippy E, did you get her phone number?
No, he says, can you smell what Beth is cooking? LOL.
Her name's Rihanna.
He said one girl, one phone. I'm dead.
Yeah. All right, next one. Let's move
All
on.
right, moving on to our next question, but you're all very, very welcome for that one.
Thank you.
I know there's a theme here where we talk about bathroom humors quite a bit.
Hey.
But it's not honestly, I thought about this, but it's actually not intentional. It's not. Like, I just saw this article and I was like, they must know. This is hilarious.
Don't steer us in different directions. This here will get crazy if we go in different directions. At least this is contained. Be careful what you wish for.
I'm just saying. I notice a theme here. There's poop. There's
We still find
recycled
bathroom humor
diapers.
funny over here.
Don't make fun of us for still having a child inside of us.
No, that's fine. I think no. You know what it is? Real quick. It's because everybody has bathroom humors in my house all the time, even when I'm eating. So it's kind of funny how I can't get away from it.
We have to wait till he's eating on a podcast to do the next
No,
toilet humor.
no.
He's
Yo,
gonna
next
be
time
eating
you-
snacks on the podcast one day, and I'll be like,
no,
I have saved every poop question for this moment.
No.
The next time we get a crinkled bag of potato chips, we'll know exactly what to ask.
I'm gonna hear
No,
the crinkle of the
no.
potato chip
I
bag, and I'm gonna be
cringe.
like, poop.
I cringe talking about poop.
So
You
all
don't
right.
want to eat the potato chips.
I know who sits down with you for dinner every night. I'm assuming it's your mom with the bathroom humor.
Actually, no. Well, a little bit, but it's more the kid's mom that does it.
Oh.
Yeah.
You like
Never
them?
mind.
You like them funny?
Less fun.
You know.
Tell her.
It was funny. Now it's not.
Tell her Pseudo's still waiting for that fart video.
Tell him that Pseudo's your new beau.
Oh, man.
Hey, I'm actually with Pseudo. And she'll start sending him fart videos.
Oh,
And
you're
trust
funny.
me, I'll send them back to you.
Not while I'm eating, though.
Oh, I'll wait until I hear.
It's a whole different type of ammunition.
I'm gonna mic up your house, and every time I hear a crinkle of a bag of potato chips, I'm just gonna send you a poop video. It's called diversion tactics.
That could be a great show, like a sitcom. Every time that you go into the kitchen and you're sitting at the dinner table, there's speakers in four corners of the room, and the kid in the other room, in the living room, is like, "Watch, I'm gonna get him. Oh, Johnny's in there." Ah,
Just like
It's biochemical weapons over here.
exactly.
You didn't even hear that. It's just going to be silent and deadly. I'm going to be the only one impacted.
I know I farted and it wasn't loud enough. I even lowered the
He
mic down.
literally put the mic down there, which means his mic is now tainted.
I know, and I'm
Get
putting
it?
it right now.
ladies and gentlemen, I know this is bad. This is bad. We're talking about parts too much. I know.
All right. Anyway, are we ready to move on to question
Yeah,
2,
move it
poop
on.
heads?
Oh yeah, I'm the Kool-Aid man now.
All right. Don't be a dookie. Anyway.
Yo, everyone, Sprite, zero
I
sugar.
made question 2 like a very normal question because I knew what question 1 was. All right. Question 2. What do you want to do when you retire?
Ooh.
Go ahead, Suda.
All right, you want to know the dead honest truth? I want to move to the mountains. Depending on how much money I have, there's 2 options. If I'm stupid rich, I want to move to Nantucket. If I'm like, I got enough money to retire, I want to move to the mountains of North Carolina. And either both places, I want to open up a restaurant or bakery with me and Caitlin, where we just cook whatever we want that day.
Oh my God, he's never going to let me go.
And whatever people walk in that day,
have
they
to
could
make
only
me live
order what we
life
make
with
that
him.
day until we're out of food. And that's it. And we don't care if we make money. We just want to make food and talk to people occasionally.
He told me he wants to open a deli.
Or a deli.
Yeah.
Deli works, so. It's a breakfast place at that point. Breakfast
And
joint.
he wants me to open a bakery because I like to bake. But I said, but I don't want to bake what people want me to bake. And he said that I can bake whatever the hell I want and they get what they get. So I don't think it's a good business plan.
It's not a good business plan. It's a retirement plan.
Although I do plan on making matcha cake with blackberry buttercream again soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's going to make me a meat cake for my birthday. It's coming up
Yeah,
soon.
apparently when you kidnap someone, they're required to make you cakes of their choosing for their birthdays.
Yeah.
those are the rules.
Yeah, but he provides the ingredients, so there's no poison, unfortunately.
My birthday is the day the telephone was invited, so if you don't call me on my birthday, I know you don't like me.
I'm
Okay.
not going to call him on his birthday. I'll say happy
You heard
birthday to
that.
his face, but I'm not going to call him, so we all know what that means. Anyway,
Subliminal messages.
So the question was, what do you do when you retire?
what do you want to do when you retire?
I would like to go to Bora Bora, chilling on the hut, drinking some pina colada.
Yo, in the comments, what do you want to do when you retire? And continue, JR. Bora Bora, drinking some pina colada. Any,
Yeah,
like,
smoking-
female
I'm
with
smoking a-
you?
Smoking a big flat blunt.
Blunt. Just every day the same thing, no?
No.
What's your day-to-day like?
Pina coladas.
Surfing, skateboarding.
Yo, shout out to the girls. JR got a surfing body.
No, jet skiing, snorkeling. You know it.
He got a snorkeling and jet
Now he's
skiing
gonna
body.
retire and get eaten by a shark.
Yeah, he's totally going to get
Oh,
eaten by a
very
shark.
very funny voice.
He's going to be Bora Bora for a shark.
No, I'll just do it triple X style.
Oh, you going to Russia?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he does in the movie. Vin Diesel goes to Russia in Triple X. I know the movie very well. It's a good movie. Don't play with me. I like the movie.
When he retires, he plans a big Fast and Furious by slowing down.
It's all about family.
Right.
I don't expect to be able to retire, so that's how I think.
Why
about it.
not?
What was that Super Bowl commercial? Not so fast, not so furious.
I like the Super Bowl commercial with Seal as a seal.
Hey, Danielle, Trippy, MK, what would you do if you retire? Let's
Vern.
get some feedback here. Vern, sorry, Dark Flow Media. There we go. I didn't shout out your name. That was the
Vern,
beat guy.
do you ever let it burn? Because this is my confessions.
These are my
Confessions.
Just when I thought I said all I could say.
Stop. Too long of the song. We'll get cut.
I know.
Okay.
I would like to have a place out in the country, away from everything, and just have a peaceful experience with nature. What if
Nice.
nature gives you the shits?
What I'm hearing is, I hate people. I want them to leave me alone.
People, get the fuck out of here. She's gonna be that old lady that walks outside and kicks a fucking water bucket for no reason.
Well, beat guy, she doesn't want any farting phone calls. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she'll get them. I'll send them via mail. Here's a picture of a.
Biochemical weapons. I will call the military.
Well, biochemical weapons. Then that means you had some bad taco last night.
That's what she said.
It's interesting. Barbados,
Okay.
countryside, close to the ocean.
Yeah, that's a good
No
one.
drink?
Check everybody out.
No
with the
drink,
islands.
no cigar. Why does everybody like the islands?
It's warm and pretty.
It is warm and pretty.
You would like it because you'd be like, I'm going to go out to this island and wait for a storm to come so I could be in the middle of it.
You can shit in peace outside.
He's outside.
That's how you
Oh,
train a
man.
dog where to shit.
Listen,
get
the
a
cows
chance
shit
to
outside and we have a big methane problem, so.
I like to be on the beach somewhere all day, every day.
All
Okay?
day, every day. All day, every day. Beach life. Tell me about it. I'm gonna
I
get
see you, Cheryl.
up tonight.
They're like, I want to be on the beach all day, every day. And Suda and I, like, actively run away from the beach.
Really? I don't think I will be able to feel. Once I do, I will die. Since my body is so used to go, go, go. I feel like I gotta go when I gotta go. I read that wrong.
That's drugs.
Nah. I just feel like I don't work in a profession that allows you to retire. I'm literally going to be sitting in a chair and somebody's going to be talking to me about their life and they're going to be like, and everybody leaves me. You're the only person that actually listens to me. And they're going to turn around and I'm going to have like died.
Yo, Danielle, what does Daniel want to do?
I feel like once I slow down, then so will my body, and it'll just shut down since it's so used to being on the go, go, go.
Once again, that's drugs.
JR felt the need to reread that.
Once again, that's drugs.
Oh, man.
We've all seen the movie Crank.
Yeah, we've all seen Crank.
We've all seen the movie Blow.
Seen the movie Blow. We've seen every movie that Jason Statham has starred
Blow is
in.
not Jason Statham.
I know, but Crank is.
Crank is.
And Transporter, the
The
Beekeeper,
Transporter, the Beekeeper. There's a new one coming out. I love Jason Statham.
Everyday Worker.
I didn't get to see that, though. Is it good?
It was too fast to keep up with. That's why you couldn't see it. It was.
I love Jason
Some would
Statham.
say it was furious.
Aha, I saw what you tried to do there.
It was just.
Ha, ha.
It was vindicated in the dieselness.
No.
Oh, very funny, beat guy. Very funny.
What's the next comment say? I can't read it from here.
Okay, it's you don't know about the curse with the blue collar workers. Is a lot of us once we retire. As soon as they got the first check, a month later they passed away.
I actually have heard this. It's not just a blue collar thing.
Yeah, it's not. It does happen. It's.
Who wants
Yeah.
to read that?
There is a connection. There is like a connection between retirement and death.
Yo, I want to do that. I want to do that. Pin that again. Pin that again.
Sure.
He said he might not want to retire, but if he does, he will want to be a grumpy old man and shoot kids with a BB guns.
So what he's already doing?
Yo, I want to do that too. Yo, do you know what me and Caitlin do for Christmas time? We drive around with Nerf guns and we shoot everyone's blow up decorations.
Are you serious?
They don't pop. It's
Why
Nerf
did
guns.
this start?
It was just.
No. I
This
know
started
that.
because I loathe the Christmas blow-up decorations. I loathe them.
What-
I hate them so
What kind
much.
of Nerf? Sorry to interrupt. What kind of Nerf guns you use?
We get the dollar store one,
Yeah,
so we
just
could
dollar
dispose
store
of them
Nerf
by the
guns.
end of the night.
Actually, what happened was Pseudo showed up at home with a bunch of dollar store Nerf guns, a bunch of dollar store ammunition, and he told me to get in the car and loaded up the guns and was like, "I'm driving you by the blow up things that you hate so much.
Drive.
You
I
get
got
to shoot them." And the reason why he did
I got
this,
500 bullets,
the
Nerf
reason
bullets
why he
that
did
night.
this is because I threatened to stab these things so many times. It was worried that I'd get arrested for like destruction of property. So this was his way of curbing that issue.
That
It
is
is
very
literally,
clever.
I think it's the nicest thing Pseudo has ever done for me.
That's
Yeah,
very clever. I like that.
So next year when Christmas comes around, you got to go around and do a couple drive-bys.
I'm not gonna lie, I literally was hanging out the window shooting Nerf guns at some of these blow-up things. Oh
know what?
man, I did that in New Jersey though. I don't know if I could get away with that in Indiana. I might get shot.
I kid you not, I was blasting Vince
yeah.
Staples and Ice Cube, and we were driving by shooting out the window.
Do you know that you could accidentally, the voice in the back of the room is correct. You could get a grumpy old man's house, shoot him up, and he comes outside. You know, like,
Yeah,
Come on.
it's
So what I'm hearing is, if there's a blow-up decoration outside of Danielle's husband's house when he's old and retired, that I should not roll up with Nerf guns and shoot it.
Yo, everyone who has kids has a bunch of Nerf guns. Shout out to Danielle for
course.
saying that. You're right. You're right.
yeah.
Yo, so maybe we should all do this together. Like,
Honestly, it is so
Could you-
much fun. He got me
It
hot
is-
chocolate.
it's so much fun.
Oh
It
my
is-
gosh, it was so fun. I had such a good time. I am not lying. This is probably the most romantic thing that Pseudo has ever done for me.
Let,
I could picture it.
let your inner flag fly. Just be a little gangster for a minute. Just do a
course.
drive by.
It was just so thoughtful. It was like so personalized. It was such a
It's cool.
personalized, thoughtful thing he did for me. And I'm a
I will
weird
play
duck.
Coolio while I'm shooting Nerf guns.
Yo.
I'm partial to Wu-Tang myself.
Yeah, I kid you not, we're from Jersey, so, you know, we're right outside of Shaolin, so Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wu-Tang, Method Man, Red Man.
So what do you do? One of these?
You just
You gotta
nailed
twist
it.
the hand,
You just
know,
nailed
like
it.
a real fake gangster.
Yeah. Your hand twisted, right? I assume that your
Yeah.
hand twisted, yes.
I
Yeah,
saw from
yeah.
his wrist angle.
Yeah, his wrist angle was correct. Not like you actually shoot a gun.
So when I retire,
like
I
you're
plan
fake
on just-
shooting a gun.
When I retire, I plan on just continuing to do that. For every holiday, there's blow-up decorations.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh man.
If you see me cruising down your block with a Nerf gun out
So-
the window, just know I'm blowing out your window.
So what you do is you shoot those blow up things, and then you say, the old man, you say, "Yo, smell my farts, Mitch."
When you send that video. Or at that time, we'll be retired, so who knows what technology will be. You could probably smell it.
Yeah,
It'll be
you can-
4K video.
You could send a hologram.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Oh, poof.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you, our old neighbors, they did say, they're like, that explains why I found these random Nerf dart.
All right, guys.
These random Nerf darts on my
Yo.
lawn.
Guys,
Wait a
wait.
minute.
Stop. Pause. We need to pause for a second. Ready? Everyone like and subscribe and share it with your friends so they
Yeah.
join in. You could share the link if I sent the link to you with friends and family. Go for it. Share it around.
This does remind me, wasn't there that whole thing where police were giving out, they were giving out the paintball guns in neighborhoods to reduce shootings?
In Oakland, they did it to alleviate drive-bys. They handed out paintball guns.
You know, and people are complaining
crazy.
and trying to get them in trouble for the paintball guns, but it worked. Like there were significantly less fatalities.
I mean, it's still
Really?
Oakland.
Yeah,
JR,
they're using paintball guns.
JR, you had a train of thought there that I cut you off from. What was it?
I was thinking, guys, I want your comments down below. What if somehow we could design Pseudo, the beat guy, with the voice in the back of the room, with a blow up next to another blow up, but it's not the blow up they like, and it just goes back and forth like this, and they're like,
If you want to see the motion,
I
I'm
feel
doing
like
it
you were
right
trying
now.
to shoot the wiggly arms guy that they put in front of the used car sales lots.
I
exactly.
spilled my drink. My Sprite Zero spilled a little bit.
Surprisingly, those things don't bug me. The people hate those things, and I'm just like, that looks fun. Look at it. You can't determine how it's gonna wiggle.
You can't determine how it's going to wiggle. It just wiggles in a
It just
different
does what
direction.
it wants. It wiggles on its own.
I stare at those things for hours. I don't know what's wrong with me.
They sell mini ones. We could get
Drugs.
one for your desk.
Oh, I want one. I want one. I want one.
Anyway, so yes, when we retire, all of us are going to get together, and we're all going to be like, and we're going to shoot Nerf guns at the blow up things all together.
Shout out to Danielle for giving us.
Who needs Bora Bora or Barbados?
Shout out to Danielle for giving us the idea. I
Dark.
know Danielle is married to Daniel. I know her husband's name. We get that in
Danielle is
contact
married
with
to
our
Daniel.
fans. By the way,
What do you
like,
think,
subscribe.
Dark Flow Media?
Yeah, Dark Flow Media. Do you like
Yeah.
to shoot things with Nerf guns? Will you go Nerf gun drive by with me? Yo, we'll take your car out. It's in every one of our music videos.
It's the same car. You have to keep it forever.
Yes, you have to keep that car forever. You can never, ever get rid
The
of that
day
car.
Pseudo the retires, you're going to be like, we could take it out now.
Yeah, the day we retire.
And you're
can-
going to have the most diesel Nerf guns. You're going to have like the machine gun Nerf gun. You're going to have the double barrel shotgun Nerf gun because they make these. They're going to have the crossbow Nerf gun.
We're going to have a coil
Nerf
of...
is no joke. I love some Nerf guns.
We're going to have a coil of Nerf gun bullets in your trunk that uncoils into the gun.
It's going to be like Escape from New York Nerf edition.
And we're just going to be like driving by, just shooting them
Snake
rapid
Plissken
rate.
up in here.
Yeah, I'll shoot out 6,000 bullets in one night. Let's go.
Anyway, moving on to question 3, gents.
Okay.
Yeah, we can move on.
All right. Do you listen? I gave you the normal question. Okay, moving on. Do you know why the University of North Texas Health Science Center is under investigation?
No,
No.
why?
It's okay. So it's the University of North Texas Health Science Center, and they are under investigation. Do you want to take any guesses as to why they're under investigation?
Because they had fecal matter on their telescopes.
I think if they did, that would be a much different reason than farting. I think it'd be more like a visual thing,
Oh, I
a
think it's...
probing thing. But no, that's not why.
All right, JR, why would they have fecal matter on their telescopes?
What end of the telescope?
Both.
Yeah, that explains a
A
lot.
bird shitted on it.
All right, so what's
like the
your
lips you did on that.
What's everyone's guesses? Why do we think the Health Science Center at the University of North Texas is under investigation?
They hosted too many Kill Tony episodes.
They didn't follow protocol.
That is, I mean, yes, they did not follow protocol.
Furthermore,
That was a very carefully crafted response, JR. I like it. I dig it.
tell me more, JR. I need to know more
But
right
they did
now.
not follow protocol for what? What? Let's say the H in it. What?
Guys, down below, take a guess in your comments.
Yeah, guess. Help us
Yeah,
out.
come on. Throw some guesses out there. Why would North Texas, edit in?
The Health Science Center at University of North Texas.
They made a new disease.
Oh, that's a fun guess.
They made a new
No.
disease. They invented COVID.
Oh.
Oh.
No, somebody did though.
Ooh, that was found out. Ooh, North Korea.
That's what she said.
It was actually China. All right.
Any other guesses? I like JR saying they didn't follow protocol. That was very careful.
That is the correct answer. In all means.
He is correct.
Any other guesses?
He is not wrong with that answer. All right. They are actually under investigation for failure to obtain permission before using corpses for research.
Oh, they're
protocol.
necrophiliacs.
Yeah.
No, it's not that weird.
Contamination. Whoa.
Well, I guess that's correct.
So, when a body is donated to science, it has to be donated by the person who died or like their family, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We know this. So, by the way, Pseudo, you asked me what I want to happen to my body when I die. Donate it to science. Let them do weird shit. Anyway,
You don't want to be frozen?
Nah, me and Caitlin had this conversation this week to set up
feed
our.
me to sharks or gators, and then I said, I guess they're not going to let you do that. And then I said, cremate me and put me in a bottle and a thing of chum, and then feeding me to the sharks. And I said, I don't want a funeral or anything. It's a waste of money.
Right. You don't want to be frozen and come back?
MK guessed right.
I'm not afraid of death.
No,
MK guessed right. She said for using corpse.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's not that they're not allowed to use corpses. It's that they're using the corpses, but they are failing to notify surviving family members before cutting up and leasing out the bodies.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's real dark. And this article is written by Mike Hicksonbaugh from NBC.
Damn. No one wants to die in Texas.
So the investigation is being conducted by the Texas Funeral Service Commission. And my takeaway is that there's funeral service commissions that do investigations.
Yeah, this is fucked up.
So here's the thing. Like, let's think about this. This is like, all right, whatever, imagine if like whatever loved one any of us have lost, right? They pass. We don't hear about it until after they've been like chopped up and divvied out to different science departments.
You know what? Usually I'll make a joke right now, but I'm gonna be dead honest. That's fucked up.
It is. And I will tell you why. Not just because like, oh, you're not giving people time to mourn or this and that, but there's a lot of religious aspects here. Like some people from a religious standpoint, like your body has to be intact, like, or you can't be buried. You have to be buried in a certain amount of time. Like
you have to spiritually cross over, and every religion's a little different, and every single way is a little different, and it's like
some people believe if you destroy the body, then you are trapping the spirit.
Yeah, you're trapping the soul from being able to cross over. Shout out to Dark Flow Media on that one. But like, you gotta allow the person to cross over in due time. You can't trap them. Like,
really?
So
not even a little bit.
No, I mean like.
I'm joking.
I will say the bodies were unclaimed. So, but they said that they dissected, studied, and leased out hundreds of unclaimed bodies without prior consent from the dead or any survivors. But like the bodies were unclaimed. I don't know how long they were unclaimed for before they were just like, "Oh, you're good to go."
It was like 4 days.
Really?
No, we have no idea how long.
We have no idea. I'm just assuming this. I know how business
could you
works.
imagine? But how they discovered this? Was it
Well, they refused to immediately release remains to survivors who came forward later.
There was a weird smell.
A letter was written to the. A letter was written. A complaint was issued.
There's a weird smell coming from
Funeral Service Commission.
There was a weird smell coming from the sex ed classroom.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Gynecological studies, my ass.
Right?
They were creating new condoms.
And here's what I'm thinking: like,
God help us.
People may have like not come forward till later because they were grieving, or they didn't come forward till later because they couldn't afford appropriate services, and they thought if they came forward later, they would have the ability to do so. Like, it doesn't say that in the article. That's just, those are my suppositions.
Ooh, that's a good answer.
Do they not know how to use DNA testing? Shout out to Danielle Binkley.
Yes.
That would suggest that the DNA is in some sort of data board that they could access. One, do they have access? Two, is that person in there?
Good question.
Right? Like, if you pull up my
Yeah.
fingerprints, I've been fingerprinted because of what I do for work so many freaking times. You'll find me. Like, so if they fingerprint, I definitely see it.
No, come on. You know you put bleach in your hands and
I'm like MIB over here. I just burn off the fingerprints.
Yo, I just do this.
But yeah, if they took
With
my
that weird
DNA,
face
if
and
they took my
everything.
DNA, I'd be very surprised if they were able to find me.
it's
Yo, that's the most
Nope,
obnoxious
that's a
face.
lie. I've donated blood. I guarantee they have my data. Never mind.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make blood.
Yeah, I donate blood. One blood. I know.
I always wonder when you
Don't say
donate
that out
blood,
loud.
where does that supposedly bag of blood goes to?
It feeds the vampires.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. You know.
Yo, I don't know.
It goes to Louisiana.
Oh.
Could be, You know. Those
So
special
we
Oh my
brought
God,
it back.
there's a-
We brought it
There's
back.
a lot of comments I missed on.
There's a really.
No,
Well,
never
it's
mind.
because he wasn't scrolling or keeping up with
Oh.
it. So
Yeah, sometimes I lose control. I just go at it.
I cannot donate blood.
Why can't
Okay,
you donate
Daniel.
blood? Why can't you donate blood? To be honest, give me an
question.
answer.
Why?
I actually want to know. Why can't people donate blood? Is there a reason?
different reasons. She probably can't donate blood because if somebody's anemic,
Yep.
Oh.
if somebody has
I don't mean to ask a personal
if
question
somebody
if you
has
don't want to
health
answer it.
stuff, or they need like their red blood cells.
HIPAA,
if
you don't have
somebody
to
has
answer.
A health condition.
Yeah.
Actually, back in the day, you weren't able to donate blood if you were homosexual. I don't know if that's changed.
Oh wait.
Well, HIPAA, you don't have to answer. I'm not forcing you to answer. So just acknowledge that. Oh, you have too
Oh.
low of an iron. You have an iron deficiency.
Yes, she has an iron deficiency. She has told you that.
I
times.
know. I'm intrigued with the show.
Just saying.
Is someone knocking on your door, JR?
Yeah, it's HIPAA because you're talking too much.
The neighbor downstairs.
Shit.
No, I'll tell. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll tell Suda not. Yeah, we're not violating any HIPAA law. We're good. Thank you. All right, just make sure you lock the door. All right, yeah. Take off the light too. Thanks.
Yeah, little bitch.
So actually, what I just said about when people are homosexual, they were not allowed to donate blood.
Yeah.
That actually just changed in 2023, guys.
Really?
What?
Yeah, that just changed in 2023. The FDA just updated the blood donation guidelines in 2023.
That was the first time I used the Donald Duck voice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, you did.
I mean, I knew that was a thing, but so I was like, I know that's not true anymore. Let me look it up. And it was like, yeah, no, that just changed in 2023.
Damn.
So a lot of reasons why people can't donate blood, good and ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Can you donate blood if you eat a lot of garlic?
Yes.
Like go somewhere else.
Yo, I'm gonna. I can't eat garlic, like fresh garlic, but I'm gonna do it right before
Oh
I
my
give
gosh,
blood.
Pseudo, you're a vampire. You've been telling me this with your eye teeth for so long, but I did not put two and two together with your inability to eat garlic.
I got fangs. I can't eat garlic. I can't eat onions. It's
Are
like
you
just-
serious?
Yeah, the oils in it fuck with my stomach
You
and just.
can't eat like raw vegetables. Like the way that this is formulating, I just realized your body is
He's a
rejecting anything that is just not blood.
And it's required for me to eat red meat like twice a month.
It's not required. I told you that,
You-
know, that if you don't eat enough iron, it could cause mood swings. And now you have decided that that was a requirement for you.
Yeah, twice a month.
Oh, so you don't eat red meat?
I don't eat red meat, but twice a month.
You don't eat no meat?
So, like tonight, instead of having burgers, because we made sliders with avocado and a little bit of we put potato on top of it for the onion flavor with little onion powder. Because
Nice.
the oil from the onion I can't eat, but the onion powder when it's dried out I can eat. So I put a little onion powder and some potatoes, hash browns, and I fried them up. And I put them on top of a turkey burger with avocado, and I put them on some Hawaiian slider buns. And I just fried it like one big giant patty, and I cut them into slices.
I had an idea to put sliders on the Hawaiian buns, which is not my idea, but we were watching a commercial, and
by the way,
make it.
the cheapest meal ever. The avocado cost like 40 cents. The turkey, it was only 1 pound of turkey, which is dirt cheap. And then the Hawaiian buns were the most expensive part. The hash browns, you could literally buy a bag of hash browns
I
for
think he's trying to prove that he's not a vampire right now by telling us a whole recipe.
No, but it sounds good.
It was really good.
It was
really
good, but I'm just wondering about the.
I did it on a griddle.
I'm wondering about all the extra locked freezers he keeps now.
I did it in
I never wondered before, but now
I don't have any locked freezers.
he has at least 2.
Sure. What about a George Foreman? You have a George Foreman?
Yo, chicken sliders are where it's at. Yo, word up, Patrick. Oh, I just farted.
Anyway, I'm reeling this back.
Chicken sliders are where it's at.
So
yo, fried chicken sliders.
Okay, reeling this
Shout out to
back
Patrick.
onto things that are reeling it back.
Thanks for
We
the
had
tip
chicken
for the
tacos for
slider.
dinner tonight.
Yo, chicken.
So the Funeral Service Commission, right, is investigating because apparently dozens of families said they would have claimed their loved ones had they known they were dead.
Yo.
Wow.
Next question. By
That's my
Dark
first
Flow
wow,
Media.
by the way.
He said it like that with all the ends.
Right, which we would have been on to the next question, but I had to reel it back from chicken sliders.
Patrick said smiley face with drooly. Let's go. Chicken sliders. Next thing.
I mean, I was going to tell you how much they charged for some of the body parts, but
How much? Wait. How much did they charge for?
Yeah, you just assumed that I got boring with it, but really you interrupted.
Wait.
I thought you were more interesting when talking about what you fucking cooked tonight.
What was? How
Just
much?
assuming I don't have cool information over here. Isn't this what pissed me off last week?
Yo, I got my fangs out. You better tell me how much they charge.
Same thing that pissed me off last week.
I want to know how much they charge per body.
Comment.
He could start researching if he thinks things are boring.
Yo, I watched her use mom voice inside the office.
No, you tried to steal a joke from a sitcom you watched and it failed.
Yo, St. Dennis on Peacock or NBC.
No one cares. Anyway, they charged $649 for a head, $900 for a torso, and $703 for a pair of legs.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
shit.
And I just want you to know that I just learned how cheap it is to buy a body.
So how much is it for a toe is what Pat's asking.
my God.
They didn't break it down by that.
No foot job for you. Necrophiliac. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. $600.
I mean, there's a lot of more.
$600 to have a titty job.
Not a titty job. A head job.
No, that's a torso. You can totally do a titty job on a torso.
The Health and Science Center was also told that they need to stop water cremation, which is a practice of disposing corpses by liquefying them, which is illegal in Texas. But this University of Northern Texas Health Center has been liquefying corpses.
You've been called out for not telling the price of an arm.
Did not give me the price of an arm on here.
Oh.
I only give you the
Mouth to
prices
sell
I had,
somebody.
folks. The prices I had.
So a hand job is worthless.
Yeah, what I'm hearing is a foot fetish is far more valuable.
What?
Anyway,
what, MJ?
so
With this going on?
MK. There's a university, the health center at the University of Northern Texas is under investigation for not informing families that their loved ones died and selling the bodies.
Yes, he said that. That's right.
We're talking specifically necrophilic titty jobs.
Yeah. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. They're still just as pleasurable.
My
Anyway.
God.
They're just not as warm
Now-
unless you put them in the microwave for 10 seconds.
Now we can move on to the next question, Dark Flow Media. Thank you.
Wow,
You guys try to,
motorboat
I
you.
try to keep it on track. You talk about stupid sliders that you cooked tonight, and then you're trying to push me forward like I'm boring. And you know what? Now you found out you were about to miss out on the cost of bodies.
Oh, I am about to miss out on the cause of the bodies.
You know, I'm just saying, maybe don't do the same thing that
Motorboat.
pissed me off that maybe quit last week.
All right.
Thank you.
No rinse and repeat here.
Question 4, a lot less fun.
Oh, shit.
Have you heard of the SAVE Act?
What is the SAVE Act?
Have you heard of it?
No.
No, not at all.
Okay. The SAVE Act is the Safeguard American Voter Eligibility Act. Okay.
Okay.
And the bill was recently reintroduced to the House of Representatives. And it pretty much it will help, it kind of creates barriers to registering to vote. So essentially, if you end up changing your name, you're going to have to show a lot of additional information in order to be able to vote.
Really?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Now,
So I can't be Louis V. Dyfus?
No.
well, the thing is, it sounds like in theory, the SAVE Act is good, right? Like protect the rights to vote. People are very worried about where the votes are coming from, if the elections are accurate, yada, 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 right? But pretty much you're screwing over a whole bunch of married women who traditionally change their names.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, you know which way women tend to vote.
Boy.
Always? Always? The women vote in any way that they use their brains to deem appropriate? Tread lightly, Suda. Yes, to use their brains. I don't know how much their brains get sold for, but it's certainly less than that of a male brain.
$200.
The head goes for 963. I don't know about the brain.
What is... Damn.
Oh, man.
Damn.
But pretty much what they're saying is common forms of IDs like driver's licenses wouldn't be accepted to show for voter registration because it doesn't really prove citizenship. So you have to do things like passports, birth certificates, et cetera, et cetera. But a lot of those things have different names on it if you change, if you change your name for any reason.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. All right. So if you change your name for any reason, you're just essentially fucked.
Right. So when you kidnapped me and forcibly made me marry you, if I had changed my name, this would make things very difficult for me because now that you kidnapped me across state lines over to Indiana, I have to register to vote here. So if being in New Jersey didn't matter, I was already registered to vote. Being here in Indiana, if I had changed my name, it would make it significantly harder because I would have that on my license, but I wouldn't have that on my, my birth certificate or any of that.
Oh, shit.
So I'd have to have like that, my marriage certificate, this, like social security paperwork, all that shows my name change.
I wonder if it's harder to vote as a foreigner or as a changed named recipient.
Recipient.
Yeah, like a person who changed their name, participated in changing their name.
I don't know. I mean, ultimately, what I'm saying is it's not a bad idea, right? The SAVE Act, like, there's good intention behind it. There's good intention behind it, right?
Right.
It's just overly complicated. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Damn. Damn.
I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? I thought it was an interesting thing.
So me and
No.
JR are silent because we are both men. So we're just gonna read through some of the comments that are coming in right now. I won't carry all that documents just to vote. I wouldn't be surprised if the same act gets passed because Dems can't stop it and Republicans are unified beyond normal reasoning. Moral reasoning.
Paper vote. Wait, what does that say above it? Paper voting, no machines.
Paper voting, no machines. All right, so this is all fucking up the voting
Listen,
shit.
hold on. But weren't there less issues? Like, okay, yeah, it would take way longer to get results in, but weren't there like less complaints that there's like falsified things coming in?
Well, like when we were in a different state and we heard about how people were transporting to certain states to vote.
We were in a different state and we watched a whole video about how the voting machines could be rigged.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I watched.
In certain states they talk about it. In certain states they don't.
Yeah.
All right, so JR, you saw that too then.
Yeah.
Yes.
In New York, you see that.
Right.
Yep.
So what I'm saying, listen, I'm a woman. I'm not trying to make it so you have hard ground to step on. What I'm saying is like the SAVE Act is saying, hey, there's something that needs to be addressed. Let's bring this act into place. It's just ultimately the act is making it more difficult for women. And I don't think that's the intent. You
I
know?
think it's the outcome.
But yeah, well, only because I say 80% of people who get married, the women take the man's last name.
I get it. You're trying to prevent transports and transplants and stuff like that. But,
Yeah.
like, you should just... I don't
The
know.
paper voting
I don't know.
the paper voting is a really good
Highlight this
comment.
comment right here. Highlight these two comments from Patrick.
Love you, Pat.
Highlight the one before that. I want to hear the one before that. All right. Abuse towards people that is and shouldn't be affected. Yes. Yes, Pat. Valid point. Thank you, and go back to work. Sorry that you have to work.
So this is what it says. It says if the SAVE Act were to become law, married women who have changed their names, so just let's say married persons who have changed their names. No, it's not just women. Should obtain certified copies of all marriage certificates, locate their birth certificates, and keep any change of name documentation on hand for any updates to their voter registration.
Damn.
Woo!
You know, who's going to manage all that?
Yeah, that's wild, right? You're going to have a whole
Yeah.
DMV for voting.
I don't know. I think that's being too. I understand why they're doing it, but I think, you know what they should do? Is just send everybody an electronic card to vote, and it's encrypted to your name, and nobody else can use it.
Kind of like
So
how you
you
do a
vote.
tap credit card.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, the way that they do tap credit cards is actually like, I'm sure it's going to be unsafe, and people are going to have 500 comments on how it's not safe. But it's like one of the, safer technology than the chip. It's safer technology than just swiping your card. Like they're always updating it to keep things safer, but it's not a bad idea there, JR.
I'm just thinking, like, because the way you're saying it is, it'll be way too much manpower to track that.
Yes.
You gotta have this.
Exactly. Like that, and that's why I brought it up. I'm like, okay, I don't want to just talk about it because married women, right? I want to talk about it because there's married persons, there's people who have to change their names for countless reasons, safety reasons. There's, exactly. You have a whole DMV, numerous DMVs across all the states just to manage, people and their driving and those IDs, like,
Yeah.
how many tax dollars go into that? You are right. The manpower to oversee something like that, JR.
Well, this country is being audited right now, so I mean, if we're trying to save money, then just do an electronic thing.
Yeah.
And you can
It's
do it
not
from the
about.
house.
I
You can
only
do
say
it
it's
from
not.
the house.
You can, and it's not a bad idea because Pseudo left YouTube on, and I got stuck. I was, filling out like an application for something in the living room, and I
No. Yes, continue.
inadvertently got stuck watching a whole video about how tap credit cards work. So it's funny enough you bring this up today, and I'm like, actually, I see your point, JR, because I know way more about this than I did this morning.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Universe.
What was all the comments from Dark Flow Media? Let's pin them from
Sure.
the beginning. There's
Okay.
like 6 in a row. Okay, so let's see them all. Securing America's federal elections. Act Tax is real. Concrete steps to securing America's elections by providing funding for states to replace outdated. I didn't finish reading it.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
People could read.
Outdated and vulnerable voting equipment. What's the next comment on that?
Listen, it has nothing to do with women changing their names.
All right,
And
what's
then
the
it
next?
gives you things to read.
Okay, so all right, maybe there's
The
some
law
reason
doesn't
behind
mention
this.
anything about married women. I was pointing out how it would make it more difficult for married women as opposed to other people, not that it's about married women specifically. I just want to clarify. Prohibits wireless and internet connectivity on systems that count ballots or upon which voters mark their ballots or systems are configured.
Okay.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like it's I was saying I even said this. I wasn't bringing it up because it's about married women. I was bringing it up because it's, it has good ideas behind it, but it will inadvertently make things more difficult for a certain population. It will.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the intention behind it. That's what I was saying. I don't think that's on purpose. I just think it's an unfortunate side effect. That's
But
all.
I like I said, I think they should do like a virtual voting with the webcam and just have you swipe your card, like tap thing, and it'll count better. I mean, unless you would have to fake, AI faking their faces, but I don't know. That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
It is a tough one. I don't want to answer that because I don't have an answer for that. So I'm just gonna sit here quietly with a smile on my face.
I was saying I just wanted to clarify. I don't think the intention behind it is to screw over married women. I just think, like I'm not going to not comment on that. I mean, especially since, we didn't even get the right to open a credit card until 1974, but whatever.
1974.
You're welcome. Fun fact, I learned it the other day and was horrified.
I like
It's only
how you
14 years
slid it
before
in
I was
there.
born. Yeah, crazy.
Just
Anyway.
so you know, everyone, fun fact.
Fun fact. It was fun.
Anyway. So,
Anyway.
Save Act is out there. Good ideas behind it. Definitely need to safeguard our voting system. I mean, ultimately, I guess we're going to see what happens because, like, there's good thought behind it. It's just more like manpower-wise. How are we going to implement that? Like, different things.
Well,
It's expensive.
dark. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And you want to talk about efficiency in the government? Why make that part more expensive?
Yep.
Huh?
Dark flow media. I agree what you're saying, but we need to get no offense, senior citizens, but we need them to get into technology. And I think having an electronic
You can't do that.
debit card tap, as the voice in the back of the room was saying, would make sense at home. And besides, they don't have to leave their home. They can have popcorn and hot cocoa.
I do like the card tap.
I just say I learned a lot about the card topping today.
By the way, hot cocoa is really good. Let's all just drink a glass of good hot cocoa.
Look, Pseudo's trying to ease tensions by talking about the hot cocoa more.
Hey.
Cute. And no, the only specific hot cocos are good. Other hot cocos aren't chocolatey enough.
Yo, by the way, if you aren't drinking dark chocolate hot cocoa,
Hot chocho.
hot cocoa or hot chocho?
Thought you heard that. If you're not drinking dark chocolate hot chocho,
I don't know what the fuck wrong with you.
get you some of that hot chocho.
Yeah, hot chocho. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've never seen JR turn this red. I did it.
I just called him out for trying to alleviate tensions, but you
Yo,
know, I
they
think we're
do.
allowed to have some tensions in this conversation.
It's-
They
it's
do
the
have
wine.
hot cocoa Pop Tarts. Do you heat them up or
the
do you
wine.
eat them cold?
All right, backing away. That's not the next question. Next question. Have you ever made a prank phone call?
Oh, yes. I'm good at them.
I want to hear about them.
Okay. So first of all, have you ever heard about raspberry tampons?
You never made that prank phone call. That's something you saw from a show. What about your own material?
Okay. So when people would call me or to answer the phone, it would be like people called me. They would think they were calling me, and I'd answer it and be like, the town I grew up in was Union Beach. So it'd be like, Union Beach, sperm bank, you whack 'em, we pack 'em.
All right.
I would answer the phone like that. You beat sperm bank, you whack 'em, we pack 'em.
All right. What about you, JR?
Well, mine's is not as animated as Vinny, but what I used to do is call the local pizza place. And I used to say, we want some lo mein, hot fries, chick chong chong. Can I get
Oh,
that
you
pizza?
racist fuck.
Listen, I just want to look
Lo
at a
mein
comment.
pizza.
I want to look at the comment earlier. It says technology is hackable. Dark flow cocoa. I'm sorry, no, that's going back to the cocoa thing, but it was funny. Anyway, I when I was on a cheerleading squad, they had a sleepover and they were making prank calls.
What was the prank call you made?
They did not really much like me, and I don't think I really much liked them. So
Did you do the, hey, is your refrigerator running? Yeah.
I don't remember what they were prank calling about.
Yo, guys, comment down below about your best prank calls. I would like to hear about them. If it's on TikTok, if it's on here, wherever it is, comment. Comment
But
about.
just, cheerleading squads make prank calls too, just so you all know.
Oh, telemarketers, I reversed their call.
Did you? Everyone.
Wait, Pseudo, I think you
Ben.
said your dad used to do that too.
So my dad, when he was alive, would make telemarketers would call him, and he would sit there and have conversations with them for like an hour, because he'd be like, "It's the only person who was." Oh man.
He drank too much. He has the hiccups.
I drank too much Sprite Zero. Sprite Zero can do that to you. All right. So my dad, when he was alive, he would make telemarketers would call him, and he would answer the phone, and he'd be like, "Hey, how's your day?" And we'd have whole fucking conversations with them, and it would just be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
No, they would think he was going to buy their services. And then he'd be like, all right, thanks for calling. Like, have a good day. All right, bye.
You would have whole conversations with them and be like, "It's the only person who wants to talk to me today, so I'm going to talk to him." Pin that last comment from Danielle. I want to read it. I answer my phone to spam callers just like this. "I'm glad you called. Where would you like the body at?" They hang up every time.
I watch spam callers call Pseudo all the time, and they hang up on him because he'll be like, he'll say very quickly, he'll be like, "Oh, can you remove me from the list?" But if he doesn't get it out quick enough, they hang up on him before he can finish the question, because then they could call him back.
Yeah.
I watch this happen.
Every time. So now what I've started to do is suit slam. "Hey, how's your day? Can you remove me from the list?"
They'll be like, "Oh, how are you doing? Oh yeah, can you remove me from your list?"
That
Then they get mad. They hang up before remove comes out. Because if I say remove, that means it's over. JR, any telemarketing calls that you've gotten?
no telemarketing call. Well, I mean, you mean talking to them? No.
Yeah. Yo,
I put
so
myself on the list.
oh, I didn't. All right, so there's this YouTuber, and he goes around on YouTube. Ross Creations is his name. By the way, shout out to Ross Creations, great show. He goes around and he does like these prank calls where he'll like buy a forklift, raise himself to the fourth story of the floor in the building, and then someone will be sitting out there on their balcony, and he'll be like, "Hey, can I tell you about our life insurance?"
Oh yeah, no, he does all these like weird, funny prank things. That was one of them where he would he got one of those like window washing things, and he would like go to each floor of these huge apartment buildings and be like, "Can I talk to you about your life insurance?"
That's funny.
Hilarious. No, it was no, it was something. It was about your car's extended warranty. That's what
Yes,
it was.
it was.
We've all gotten those phone calls.
Yep.
She's gonna try Danielle's spam call tomorrow. I see you, MK.
Yo, MK, shout out to that one. What did Dark Flow Media say?
A penny.
He said, "Same here. I spent lots of time talking to them." I used to try to hang up after I'm done. Hilarious. I love it.
Yo, the spam calls are the best prank calls in the world. If you have a good prank spam call, comment it on whatever platform this is on at the point.
Listen, my heart kind of goes out to the telemarketers though, because talk about having a shit day, and a shit job. Because, people are hanging up on you, screaming at you.
Yo, Trippy,
calling you back.
Trippy used to do this, and he would change himself to Emily.
He did.
He would
used to
become
use
Emily.
The Emily voice.
He'd be
quite a
like
lot.
Emily. He would change
He
himself.
said that people were nicer and listened to him more when he was talking as Emily.
Be like,
And
"Hi, my name's Emily, and I would like to sell you on some car insurance." He'd use a
Literally,
lisp
people are
and
not nice to you.
all.
You're literally on the phone all day with people just not being nice to you. It's an awful job, but you need to work. So
How would you tell Mark?
honestly, I don't want to deal with the spam callers, but my heart goes out to them at the same time.
Yo, how would you spam call people? What voice would you use, JR?
This is Susie. How are you?
Yeah,
Yes.
Kate.
My
would
titties
you-
are big tonight. We can talk.
What would your voice be?
Hi, I'm Ralph.
My voice would be, "Hello, how are you out there?"
No, you don't get to do creepy voice. He used this as an excuse to do creepy voice. We told him he's not allowed.
They told me I'm not allowed to do creepy voice. I did though.
And she
Why?
avoids him. She avoids him the rest of the week.
Hi,
He does creepy
guys.
voice on
Do
the
you like
podcast.
violence? I
Anyway,
do. I put
I
9
think
inch
prank calls
nails in each one
I
of my
think prank
eyelids.
calls are hilarious. Have you ever received a prank call from someone?
Ooh.
Yes.
Best prank call received. JR, go.
Ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
Did she fart?
No. She, as corny as it sounds, she says, "Hi, is this
Hi.
Mo's place?"
Is this
I
Mo's
said,
place?
Mo's place. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Is
This is
Mo
the most-
Jackrabbit
about.
there? Mo Jackrabbit. I said, "Who's this?" Son of a bitch.
It's really corny.
I know.
Like,
That's
she
why.
could have been
That's
way
what she
more
said.
creative.
That's what she said. I know.
Weird. Pseudo, what about
Crickets.
you? Have you ever received a prank phone call?
No, not once. I am too cool for that.
All I'm saying is everybody, all the people out there who are commenting and have Pseudo's phone number, opportunity.
Come on, Aries. Come on. Up here.
You
That's
have
my
an
second
opportunity. I'm seeing something here. Hannibal L. Anyway, all right. I don't think I've probably received a prank phone call, but it was kids who are calling a random number, and it was just nothing memorable.
Yeah.
Aries, have
you
you
could hear it was kids' voices, you know, and they're like, ah, blah, 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 and you're like, I have no idea what you're saying, but
Aries, have
I'm
you
glad
ever
you're having
received
fun, you know?
have you ever received a fake prank call?
No, I haven't. I never received one. Thank you.
He said, I only ever receive phone calls from people who love me, which is all people, because everyone loves a dog.
Oh, he said that.
He truly does believe that all people love the dog.
He is a cool dog.
He is. Aries, lay down, bud.
Yeah, he wants to be
He
on
wants
camera.
to go back to his bed.
Yeah, he has a little bed over here.
Yeah, no,
For the
he
podcast.
climbed off of his bed onto the futon, but then Pseudo dropped a pillow off of the futon onto his bed, and now he's laying back in his bed with his head on the pillow.
Yeah, he loves pillows.
This
I've never
dog is
seen it.
spoiled.
He loves pillows and blankets. Like, if I threw a blanket on him right now, he'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm not moving. I'm not going to bed with you guys tonight.
Honestly, he might not. No, he would wake up in the middle of the night really upset and disoriented and climb into bed.
Yeah, he would. And then beg for us to tuck him underneath the blanket.
Yes, he would want to be under the blanket. Anyway.
I've never seen a dog who wants to be underneath the blanket as much as him.
Star 67, his number.
Tell him-
Media said hello.
Tell him I said hi.
Pseudo said hello.
Tell them I'm breaking HIPAA. No, don't do that. No joking. I'm not.
Tell him I'll comfort them in their sleep.
Oh,
That
no,
that
that'd
I
be
can't
scary.
promise that he is the boogeyman. Look at him. Anyway, all right.
So what do you think? What do you think, MK? Do you have any prank calls?
Yeah, MK.
I can see MK having some great prank calls.
I could see
Yeah.
her prank calling some people better than people have prank called her.
Honestly, I could see her having the most interesting prank call stories that we've ever heard.
I know that
Actually-
Danielle has done some crazy shit in her life, and she's probably prank called people. But
Well,
she
she-
wouldn't tell her sibling about that.
She put down star 67 as his number.
No.
Star 67 is number. Block your number.
Yeah, but I know Danielle. I know what she's done. I know some of the. Yeah, she got some stories underneath that. Her or Danielle does. One of them do. One of them do.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
Getting a call, Pseudo.
How many more
Oh,
questions?
it's
we
from
have?
a private number. I shall answer this on speaker. Hello?
Hello, this is Ralph.
Hello, Ralph.
Hello, Pseudo.
Oh, who is this?
Wait, I just said it's Ralph. What does that even mean?
Oh, I know it's you now.
Yeah, you had no idea it was me between the microphone and being in the same room.
Wait, that was the voice in the back of the room? Oh, I thought that was Miles.
And you're like, what would your telemarketer voice be? And I said, hello, my name's Ralph. I even used that.
Oh, I thought that was Miles.
I have prank called people. That's all you comment is I have prank called people? That's all you comment? I think that's some bullshit. I want to know some
Jesse,
stories.
she's never had prank phone calls. But we're going to have to change that, MK.
MK, we're doing a prank call on this weekend with everybody in this room.
Ralph is going to call everyone. All right.
Oh, wait. There's more information coming out. It's sliding out slowly. Like a
Oh, that's
big old
funny.
doozy.
That's funny.
We re-highlight.
That is very funny.
All right, explain
MK's
furthermore.
got it like that. He's got
Explain.
game.
Explain furthermore. Explain furthermore. I need to go make another drink.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Then hand me that Sprite. I've been drinking Sprite all night. It's about time I continue my Sprite-a-thon. Pour it
You
in.
already had hiccups.
That means I need hiccups again.
But if I keep this Sprite, what are you going to do about it?
Go out in the kitchen.
Well, if I throw this to you, it's going to shake, and you're going to open it, and it's going to spray everywhere. And you're going to do it because you know it's going to annoy me.
No, throw it gently.
There's,
There's one way.
there's only one way to throw this, and it's at your face.
There is one way it works too.
Okay. I'm a little worried about that. And it annoys me.
It's on the blanket. I'll wash it in the morning.
Yeah, because I literally said I'm trying not to wash things every day to save on the energy bill. But sure.
Sure.
It's like when Aries woke me up at 5 a.m. the other day puking on you.
What?
He didn't even wake up. Pseudo didn't even wake up. Oh, yeah, JR. I had to clean up dog puke at 5 a.m. the other day. And I thought of you with the dog diarrhea. I literally said, I have to tell JR.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
He woke
Anyway,
us-
we're moving on to our next question, folks, after Pseudo did the exact thing I said was going to happen just to prove a point that he can do what he wants.
Wait. Pretended to be their doctor saying the results were in. And they have to clap.
That is messed up. That is messed up.
Hold on.
Oh, man.
Yo, I prank called some people a few times, friends.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Listen, I had a client once, and he told me that he had tested positive for the clap, but he was really upset and didn't know how to tell his girlfriend because he didn't get it from her. And I said, that's easy. You just go up to her and be like, baby, I love you. I have to tell you I got the.
And it clapped back.
I want you to know there is a way to make somebody who just got diagnosed with the clap laugh, and that's it.
You just clap at him twice.
Clapped at him.
Twice.
To be fair, I clapped all day. Just all day. I'd see him and I'd be like, and he would burst out laughing. Like, no one else knew what was going on.
Yo, facts.
That is kind
Because
of
I
funny
do
because
not
could
break
picture
HIPAA
that.
law.
You guys keep
This was
talking.
very funny.
I could picture
You don't.
that.
You
That's
were already
hilarious.
hiccuping.
Me wants more Sprite Zero.
Yeah, because you spilled half of it because what I told you was going to happen happened.
Give me dirty Sprite.
Gosh.
Make it dirty Sprite.
No. Anyway, next question. MK said you guys are crazy. That's funny as hell. All right, next question. Question 6. Question 6 tonight so far, guys. I'm proud of you. Have you heard of the Michigan veterinarian who is facing theft charges?
No.
What?
Yes, there's a veterinarian in Michigan who is facing theft charges.
Oh, shit. What the fuck's going on here?
What do you think she stole?
Fucking human bodies.
No.
No,
We
she's
only did human
veterinary.
bodies once during this podcast.
Fart videos.
No, JR, you get your guess because Pseudo's not killing it.
She's a veterinarian,
Mm-hmm.
so that means she was stealing dead animals.
No, she was stealing animal testicles.
She stole a dog.
Really?
Yeah. She found a dog who is in distress and treated him removed a rotten tooth, treated him for a severe UTI, named him, and it was named him Bigby, and it was a 16-year-old pit bull mix. And this article actually comes from AP News.
Wow.
Okay. And the reason why she's getting charged with theft is she has refused to give the dog back to his owner, who is a homeless man who has had the dog for the past 15 years.
Well, she probably felt that he wouldn't take care of it.
I know. What are your guys' thoughts? This is a complicated one.
Yeah. Please let us know.
Everyone's
Any
treading
vets out
lightly.
Yeah, that is definitely one you tread lightly on.
What?
Why? Why do you think you have to tread lightly, Sita?
Because it's fucking serious.
Well, so what's going on is the veterinarian, ultimately, she's like, yeah, I don't think he could be taken care of in his old age by this gentleman, right? But she's getting charged with theft, and the prosecutor says, you don't have a right to just take something because you feel it's wrong.
I mean,
Huh?
they're right.
I disagree with him.
All right.
I disagree. I think that's like saying, so if a kid's drowning, you're not going to save him?
Hmm. Well, because you saved him, do you get to keep the child?
Yes.
So if Joe Schmo's child is out drowning in the ocean and I swim out and I save the child's life, that child now belongs to me? Is that how? That sounds much easier than adopting. I might do that in the future.
Well, depending on how the parents is, why they let the kid drown. Or, ladies and gentlemen, this is just an example. Don't
I
get
like the example. This is how I'm going to adopt.
don't get titty attacks.
How
out
did you
here.
get custody of all of these children? Oh, you see, I just went to local beaches when I knew there'd be a really bad riptide, and I happened to know how to swim in those. Growing up along the shore, whenever a kid was
Okay.
drowning, I would save the kid, and then they thus became mine.
Bad example. What I'm trying to say is bad example. What I'm trying to say is, in a situation like that, what she did, I don't think it's wrong.
This is
The
very Mortal
judge-
Kombat.
Yeah.
Your soul is mine.
It's only mine.
The judge need to reconsider what he said. Seriously.
Well, that was the prosecutor.
Oh, prosecutor, sorry.
No. I was just letting you know, like there hasn't been like a resolution in this case yet.
I wonder why.
But she apparently said at her clinic, she performed $3,000 worth of medical procedures.
There you go.
What does it cost to do $3,000 worth of medical procedures? $3,000. It literally said it in its name.
Well, it said it in the article.
Yeah, it did.
Nah, I don't think so. He's a bum. He's a homeless person. He can't do it.
Well, her
Sorry.
defense attorney said, what, he expects a benevolent doctor to give Big B, because that's what she named him. Called the dog Vinny. She calls him Big B. Give Big B the medical treatment he's been denied and needs moving forward, and then give the dog back.
No. Give the dog for adoption.
That's a hard situation.
Yeah, it's hard because I know that it is hard because I know some people who, are unhoused and they're only living for their dog or their cat or their animal, right?
True.
That is their reason for living. Like they will feed that animal before they feed themselves.
Okay.
There are places to get here's my issue with this person in particular, right? So I wouldn't say this is a situation. This is like a one size fits all situation, right?
Yeah.
Because I know plenty of people who have been unhoused and their animals are better cared for than themselves. They take better care of their animals. Their animals are fed. I don't know why you keep playing things that I hear, Pseudo.
I don't know.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Ignore what just was said.
All right. And they'll bring them to like free clinics or different things where they could get appropriate vet care. Like there are clinics that you could literally register for where you get like affordable vet care or different SPCAs in different counties offer help. Like there's food banks for animals in different areas. So like I don't think this is a one size fits all situation. So let's start there. My issue is that there are all of these resources, and this dog was obviously in medical distress, and this was not taken care of. So he's saying, you have no right to take my dog who I've loved for 15 years. I'm like, well, if she didn't take your dog who you've loved for 15 years, he would have died from a massive, infection.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't blame her for kind of being like, nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
How
Like
about
there's
this?
there's things you could have done, places you could have taken him.
Well, how about this?
I mean, yeah, you're right. Damn.
It's hard to find. It is hard to find, but I've had to find it for people before.
Why not keep the dog in the facility and the homeless guy could go visit it? And then eventually.
You're so nice. That's actually really sweet, and I like it. I like your solution. Actually, I have no qualms with that.
Yeah, I agree with yours.
Honestly, I don't know how she's arrested for theft and how there's a prosecutor who took this case and this homeless man has somebody who has this case taken, it's probably, like,
Oh, there's so many comments.
I don't know. Like, did you think she was a veterinarian and to get some money out of it?
No.
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
I don't know. None of that's actually in the story. That's just, I'm just adding fuel to the fire here.
Well, let me just say this, just to add to that, the voice in the back of the room. I think, personally, maybe she was just trying to do something nice, for a change, since we always think negative,
Yeah. I don't think she was doing something to be mean. I think she wanted to save this dog's life and that she loves animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, share the dog some days with her and other days with homeless. Dark Flow Media right there nailed the comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like JR's point too. Like, okay, well, the homeless man could come and visit him too. Like, that's not a bad idea either. You know, maybe it gives him an opportunity to get out of his situation somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, people who are out there, like, subscribe, obviously, comment. I appreciate it. Share it around with people. If I gave you a link, I give you a link that can comment. If you share it with people and friends and stuff, they can comment too. You could share it with other people and they can comment.
Are you getting messages or something?
No, I'm just kind of spreading the
Okay,
link.
that was just like the most random thing cut into that.
It was, but it was terrible timing.
Yeah, timing.
Timing.
Anyway, yeah, I like JR's idea. I like Dark Flow Media's idea. I do think I guess that's my thing. My issue isn't that there's like an argument going on. I do think there's a very easy resolution. I'm just more frustrated, like, this is going to court. Like, she's going to have criminal charges for saving this guy's dog's life.
You're pushing it, Dark Flow.
Oh, homeless guy getting some shag
Listen, and
carpet
then she could change her
tonight.
name and have difficulty voting.
Oh, yeah. They going to shag it out. Shag it out. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yo, what up, Westy? We see you.
Thumbs up, thumbs up. Westy, comment more.
Bada bing,
We'd
bada
like it.
boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. Well, listen, there'd be a whole lot of bada boom, I guess.
Yeah, bada bing, bada boom, boom, boom. Wade in the room, get it popping like a shroom. Tell every bitch I'm a wise groom.
No. Timing.
Boom, bada boom.
Anyway. So, all right. So I think we all unanimously agree, like, hey, the two of you could kind of figure this out without being assholes on both sides.
Yeah. Face smiling, face smiling, face smiling.
I'm just teasing you, Dark Flow. Anyway.
Yeah, you saw it.
We have 2 questions left. I think we could actually make it happen today, guys.
Oh, well, we actually make it to the end.
I don't know.
Thank
Are
you,
you going
Brian,
to sit
for the
here
emoji.
and treat one of my questions like I didn't do massive amounts of research?
No.
Okay, good. Then we will. All right. Question 7. Someone in France won the French lottery worth approximately 523,000 US dollars.
Damn.
Why is it
Okay.
difficult for them to claim their winnings?
Because they're French.
It's the French lottery.
Yeah, that's why. Because they're French.
That makes no sense.
Okay. Because their job says no.
I don't know. Any other guesses?
Any guesses in the comments? Comment below your guesses. JR, give me your guess.
Why do we think that the person cannot cash in their lottery ticket for $523,000? That's 500,000 euros.
Because maybe it's rigged and he wasn't the right one they wanted to win.
Let's see. Any other guesses?
Oh, well, I got another guess. Can I give another guess? Because his sphincter is too tight.
Sometimes you just make it weird.
Tight butthole. Tight butthole.
Any other guesses? I'm checking the comments to see before I tell you all.
Stricter Regulation by Danielle.
So what actually happened was the French lottery ticket was purchased with a stolen credit card.
Oh,
Oh,
shit. God damn. They got me for the
Damn.
good old fraud.
They're now among France's most famous fugitives.
Damn. How do you... Like, why would you buy this? Damn.
They face risk of arrest.
At least in America, you can't really buy it with a stolen card.
no, you
I
can't.
mean, I guess you can buy it with a stolen debit card, but you need to know the PIN.
The man whose card was stolen was pretty much told the winner that, it's okay, just split the cash with me.
Oh, so he said, like, straight up, let's bargain this one out, and he said no.
Pretty much.
And he said no.
I will press charges. Just come split the money with me.
He said no.
No one knows who it is. It's a thief.
In the night.
I mean, I'm sure they have video and all of that, but yeah, no. Yeah, he had a backpack stolen from his car,
Damn.
including bank cards, other documents.
That's some fuck shit
He
right
asked his
there.
bank to block the card and learned it had already been used.
Fuck.
And the
Bada
vendor
bing,
told him
bada
2 homeless men used one of his cards to buy the winning scratch-off lottery ticket. So it's a homeless man who won.
The bang bada boom right there.
He said they were so happy that they forgot their cigarettes and their belongings and walked out like crazy people. That's what the person at the vendor shop told him.
Yo,
The shop
seriously?
vendor.
So,
So
like,
a police complaint was filed, but he's willing to withdraw the complaint if they share the money.
no, I got a question.
think
I got a
that
real
makes-
question. I'm gonna ask this straight up to everybody who's commenting right now. Would you strong arm this guy for 75%?
Well, they haven't even come forward.
You could strong arm him for 75%.
Well, no, not necessarily, because prosecutors may try to seize the winnings because they're considering them illegally obtained gains. Pretty much state prosecutors in France are like, oh, illegally obtained gains, give me that money. Oh no.
That's some fuckboy shit. That's some fuckboy shit right there. Like, you won, but you won on some slippery circumstances.
Anyway, the person
Yeah.
who filed the complaint
Why
is
would you
still.
even play the
thing
lottery
is, the person who filed the complaint is willing to withdraw the complaint. He's saying you're risking nothing. Share it with me. This will change your lives. The ticket will expire. He said, "quote Time is working against us."
So, in all reality, this guy is like, he played a lottery ticket with a credit card that he stole.
Yeah, and won.
And didn't like, why
Won.
would you
He
even
won.
play it? Why would you even play it?
I probably didn't expect to win.
Right.
Yeah, but like, why?
Why not?
It's gonna backfire no matter what.
Not. I mean,
Win
they
or
were
lose.
buying cigarettes and all of that off of the stolen credit card. That wasn't going to backfire.
The guy's willing to drop charges.
Yeah, drop the charges and split the money.
Is he willing to drop
got-
But he
chow?
could potentially be arrested, and prosecutors could say illegally obtained gains. So the man whose credit card was stolen said, "Hey, literally none of us would have this money. None of us would have won had you not bought that ticket.
True.
That's a
So
fact.
split it with me."
That's a fact.
No, I wouldn't split. Give him 25, and the criminal takes 75.
No, I think-
it's my card. What else did you?
I think
and there
the-
were other documents. What documents did you steal? Was it my birth certificate? Was it my passport? That's such a pain in the ass. No, I want my 75%.
Card owner takes 75%. Stealer takes 25%.
Agreed.
I think that's how it
Which
ends.
I think would be an argument between them. So saying 50-50 is pretty fair.
Yeah, I think card owner takes 75%. If you're out there in the comments, tell me 75% if you agree with me.
I would stick with 50-50 so there was less argument.
No, I
Well,
would go 75-50. Well, 75-25, and it would probably land at 50-50, but I would start that argument hard.
What I would do is let them come in to turn in the lottery ticket to split the money. And then I would be like, actually, I am not withdrawing my complaint. And I would take my money and walk away.
Oh, you fucktard.
I'm not lying. I wouldn't do that because then the prosecutors could say illegally obtained gains.
Yeah?
Well, I would do 70-30.
What did Dark Flow say?
Show me the money. He should take it all. It's his card. And say thank you. Oh no, not sharing.
I'll spend the time spending. Oh, wow.
Well,
You pretty much said what I just said.
You said
Yeah.
the guy
Or
was
you'd be like,
homeless, right?
oh, yeah, I'll share it with you. And then, nope. Bye.
Nope.
Fine.
You said the guy was homeless, right?
Yes.
Okay, well then 50-50.
Yeah.
Nope. You being homeless doesn't change my mind on the percentages. I'm going to treat you like a normal ass motherfucker who stole my credit card. It is 25% to you and 75% to me. I don't care. You're going to have enough to survive. It's life. It's how it works.
50.
It's fucked. It's called capitalism. Suck my dick sideways
Well,
and you can
I think
enjoy
this
it.
man's also thinking about the fact that if this guy doesn't come forward, no one's getting money, one. Two, if he doesn't withdraw his complaint, will prosecutors take all of the money?
Yeah, you know what?
They
If he-
probably will.
they'll take all the
prosecutors-
fucking money. I'm not getting any money if it wasn't for employing
So-
it. What's
so-
it matter?
So maybe the guy should just have a sidebar conversation.
Well,
with
that's the point where the guy comes to him and says, "Hey, I know that I stole your card. I'm sorry."
But he has no way of
Right.
getting in contact, so putting it out in the media, like, bro, they might be having a sidebar conversation. We don't know.
If the guy came to me and had a sidebar conversation, I'd be like 50-50. If he didn't come to me like a man one-on-one, I'm like, you know what, you're getting 25%, and that's if you're a lucky day. If you decide to come out and say, hey, I fucked up, and I'm going to take the time. If you come out and you're like, yo, I took your money, and I'm doing some side scamming shit, this, that, and the third, I'm going to be like, yo, you get fucking 10%.
I'm going to tell you now, I think the bum's probably like, I'm not splitting. See ya. Here's my cup of coffee.
Cool beans.
He's probably right.
Cool beans, I have a credit card that you wanted to steal, so I'm good enough.
Yeah, but think about it. If he won...
It's called chess, it's not called checkers.
No, right. You're right. But think about it. If he won stealing somebody's credit card, what makes you think he can win again?
Think about
He is one lucky motherfucker. He's
Pseudo,
going
think
to
about
die
what you
soon.
saw in Beast Games.
You know what I saw in Beast Games? I saw a bunch of dumb
What?
people make dumb decisions.
People lost would be like, okay, I lost this game and I'm supposed to eliminate myself, right? And if I don't eliminate myself by the deadline, all of us in this group are eliminated. So they'd be like, let's play this game, and whoever loses self-eliminates. And people would lose and be like, but I'm not self-eliminating. You're all effing coming with me then. And they wouldn't self-eliminate and would take all of them with them. That's how humans are. Those are humans.
But my
Those
logic
are
is,
people.
I'm not getting the money. I didn't buy the ticket in the first place, so why am I even trying to bid with this guy?
Well, no, that's my point.
I'm not
saying
getting shit.
For the unhoused man, right, who bought the ticket. He literally might be like 50-50. He might literally be sitting there like, nope,
Well, guess what?
none of us are getting shit now. He might be like, absolutely having not.
I would just look at him and be like, I had more shit than you did
Dark Flow
before.
Media said I'm checking my cards now just in case.
I had more shit than you did in the beginning. So
All right,
guess
good night,
what?
Danny.
Guess what? I'm a chess play you. I had more shit than you did in the beginning. So guess what? You ain't got shit in the end.
Why are you looking at me? Look at the camera so they
still-
can see your crazy eyes.
I still got shit. I still got shit. You ain't got shit. I still got shit.
What
You
shit you
ain't
got,
got
Pseudo?
shit. I got an apartment with a nice speaker system.
And a kidnapped hostage. Got it.
And a wife and a
Bravo,
dog.
did that hit the glass? Did you drop the glass?
It hit the glass.
Okay,
Hits
I
on
was
hits on
checking.
hits.
I was a little worried there. Anyway,
That
I
is the
thought that
burp of
was
the
a
night.
particularly fun news story. Like, it's so wacky. So
Yeah, it
stop
is.
hitting the glass. You're going to break it.
Oh, yeah, I'm done. I just like the sound effect.
You're right, but you're going to be like, no, I'm not, and then you'll break it. Just like you said, oh, the soda's not going to overflow, and then it did.
pop
You
off.
know what? Actually, give me the glass. Lean forward.
No
Hand it.
more
Thank you.
Sprite. He's wasted.
And it was
Wasted.
and it was Sprite zero sugar. There's not even sugar in it.
Yeah, getting high on that sativa. Oh, not sativa. What's it called? Siva? Or
What are you trying to say?
Fake sugar. What is it called?
Aspartame?
No, the other one. The one
Stevia?
that stevia. That's it. High on some stevia.
Yeah.
Aspartame makes you hungry.
It also makes you cancerous.
Yeah.
I guess it's gonna gives you an appetite if it's gonna do that to you.
Yeah. It's not a double-edged sword. It's just a sideways sword.
All right. I thought that was a particularly fun news story. I saw that. I was like, what? This is wild. This is fun.
No, that was a good one.
I'm
That was
extra
a good one.
bubbly, by the way.
Anyway, we have our last question.
Okay.
Question number 8. We actually did it this week. I'm proud of you guys.
We made it
Not because of you, Pseudo. You tried to derail.
a couple times.
JR's allowed to get his claps in. But we all know what it means, so be careful.
Clap
We
back.
don't want you to deal with that. Anyway, are you planning to view the alignment of 7 planets on Friday?
Wait, what?
7 planets are going to be in alignment on Friday.
No way.
Tomorrow. February 28th, last day of the month, 7 planets in alignment.
7 planets.
Yo, seriously? Really? All 7 of them will be in a line?
Yep, they call it a planet parade.
Yo, guys.
That's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna take a pause here from being drunk.
Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, Venus, and Saturn.
Oh, that's my planet. Uranus.
Uranus. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see Uranus or Neptune unless you have high-powered binoculars or a telescope. So be careful of your eyes, because we all know what happened to both sides of the telescope.
Yeah, I'm just.
What?
Damn.
What?
Damn. But
You bubbly?
no, I am bubbly. I'm very bubbly.
Okay.
Just all the planets will be in line.
Yeah.
Will your aura be in lock for that alignment?
Yes.
Oh, I actually did look up spiritual meanings because I knew this was going to come up.
Yeah, like will your aura, will your chakra be there one as whole on Friday? Will your
So-
Friday be as good as my Friday? Because I know mine, I'm in lock. You could suck my cock sideways and still find out it's in lock.
right. What? No, you don't get anything because you talk that way. That's not anything in alignment.
Sizzle real.
So apparently, it offers a unique opportunity for spiritual, personal growth, transformation, and spiritual awakening, as the celestial bodies influence human consciousness and the universe. So pretty much, they say they help. They impact human consciousness,
Yep.
influence our thoughts, emotions, and actions. So this promotes personal growth, transformation, spiritual awakening. And each planet has its own spiritual impact that will be included. So they say Jupiter is expected to bring expansion and growth. Saturn will promote discipline and responsibility. That's why I said Pseudo doesn't count, because he's none of these things right now. And the alignment of Mars and Venus will ignite passion and creativity, while Mercury will facilitate communication and self-expression.
All right, highlight what Vern
You
just
are
said.
encouraged to reflect, meditate, and connect with your inner self to harness the transformative energy of the planetary parade.
Hence
Meditation.
earthquakes, volcano activity, etc. Earth becomes volatile.
Oh, I heard an earthquake joke today.
Did you? Did you shake it up?
After the earthquake was done, what did it say?
I don't know.
Let me
Said,
see
I'm sorry, that was my fault. My fault, got it.
All right, so serious note. What do you plan on doing for the alignment?
Well, you're not going to be able to see them all with the naked eye.
I know that.
No, but you can
What?
meditate.
Yeah. So like 3 will be like super visible. The others will be visible with high powered binoculars, or if you have a telescope that does not have fecal matter on it, as discussed earlier. But yeah, meditate, kind of get weird with it. I don't know.
Well, what if you meditate at the same time? Will you be able to see like past lives?
What if you take a hallucinogen at the same time? I don't know.
Will you be able to walk in
mushrooms.
past lives?
Yeah, I was thinking that. What?
I'm not encouraging mushrooms in the least bit. But if you took mushrooms at the time, would you be able to see in past lives?
Why do you think I
Yes.
have the answer to that?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
You enjoy that.
I will not enjoy that.
Yeah, because I kind of need to work, and drug counselors don't typically do drugs.
Yeah, so drugs are no.
Yep. Happily drug free over here.
But if anyone out there can, let me know.
Yeah,
Oh.
we want to hear it. And he's not encouraging you, so he's saying, if you so happen to do this at that time, I would like to know how your experience was. But apparently the best time to see the planets could obviously vary depending where you're at. But they're saying kind of like right after sundown.
Yeah, so wherever you're at, when sundown happens, let me know what happens. The last time the 7 planets
Why are you
aligned
making
was
it
on
weird? Like you're trying to get
April
this
8th in 2024. So it happens approximately once a year.
They say it's rare, but not crazy rare.
Okay, so it's like Halley's Comet.
Halley's Comet's pretty freaking rare.
Oh.
Well, guess what? I mean, I think it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Get your chakra aligned.
Yeah.
Like,
Do your
Aura.
own.
do your meditation, do your salvation.
Yeah, Halley's Comet appears every 75 to 76 years, pseudo, so stop being a fucking idiot.
Oh. Well, I don't know. Guys, this is a once in a life moment.
I should have. It's not, actually.
It's a twice in a life moment.
That's Halley's Comet. This does not happen as rarely
Well-
as Halley's Comet. You said, this happens like once a year. I said, yeah, it's rare, but not that rare. You're like, so about as rare as Halley's Comet. And I said, no.
Well, I
You know what's
think
good about this? We just expressed the rarity of it.
I think you're too bubbly for this conversation.
Facts.
I just want to say one thing. Dark Flow Media, I think you know about this, yes. Comet 1000 I agree. This is where your energy and your aura enlightens, and you can harness the power of the universe by meditation so you can reach a higher consciousness. So I think it's going to be really exciting to see who elevates to 5D from 3D.
I'll be meditating.
Yep. You're going to get a lot of songs.
When is sundown
Download.
tomorrow?
7:31.
You're gonna be you're gonna walk away from dinner
Yeah.
to meditate.
I think I have a meeting around that time. Shout out to MK.
7:31?
Exactly.
I think it's around 8.
He
So I'll have
didn't, he
to,
didn't pull up when sundown is. That was a guess.
it was a really good guess.
Oh. So we don't know what time, or do we know?
Caitlin's looking out for the
I
area.
said right after sun. They say
Okay.
the best time is right after sunset. I said, what time sunset tomorrow? And he said 7:31, but he didn't look it up or anything. He just said that.
Oh.
I know. I'm
Oh.
really good at like just looking confident. It's probably 6:31.
6:36 tomorrow.
6:36? Okay.
All right, so 6:36. I'll be meditating tomorrow until 6:39.
That's
Yeah,
not
you do.
necessarily when the planets are at their most aligned. It's when you could see them best.
Oh, when are they at the most aligned?
I don't know. You could Google it yourself.
Fuck Google it. Do you know what Google is?
Yeah, it's
I-
the fact that women will tell their husbands something that's accurate and they ignore them until proven incorrect, and then the woman is proven correct, and that's for Google.
You have Googled it correctly.
I'm annoyed by his bubbliness right now.
The bubbliness
Sundown.
is adorable.
That's what I
Everyone?
said. Yeah, the best time is sundown. 6:36
What?
p.m.
So tomorrow night at
Well,
sundown.
I guess it depends where you are in the world or the country
Yeah.
listening to this.
Watch
Yeah.
it live
For
online.
Eastern time zone, 6:36 p.m.
I'm gonna post this on TikTok
Well-
tomorrow. If not, it'll be after.
Well,
I think I need to put Pseudo to bed.
Soon.
like, subscribe, definitely
Share
share.
it with your mother.
And thank you for joining us. This was a wonderful 8 questions?
Yeah, I usually do 8 with the expectation we won't get to them all. I'm impressed today.
8 questions. Yeah, it was refreshing. What is it? Oh, Dark Flow says go to space and measure it. Okay.
I'll be back.
I don't think you'll ever be back
exactly.
if you try to measure space.
You want to say anything, guys? So
I
we
love
sign
you. Bye.
Yeah, like, subscribe. If enough of you tell us to, we will remove the microphone from Pseudo's possession next week. Thanks.
I love you.
Peace, love, and happiness, and get ready for another episode of Suda on the Run. Have a wonderful night.
Pseudo on the move. Get it right. Get it right. Get it
Getting
tight.
more bubbly than he is, which is even more annoying.
Oh, by the way, Heartbreak Hotel is the name of the song that explains what happens to Jimmy and Sally.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's insider information.
One day you'll know why.
All right, anyway,
Well-
good night.
Good night. And let's leave end session, leave studio.